As you can see, Alex is preoccupied not being on camera right now. Instead, he's messing with his TiVo. But like last week, where we talked about the top 5 cars of 2010, this week on the Road Testament, we're talking about the bottom 5 cars of 2010.
Go!
Blackmagic is sponsoring Matt Farah to race in the Bull Run Rally July 9th through 16th. Matt's going to post videos every single day on blackmagicshine.com and thesmokingtire.com, so you guys should probably go check that out.
Racing, it's not a race, and Matt Farah's not a race car driver. I mean, he's a world-class party boy, but it's going to be the Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 that's going to shine, not his wheel work.
True, Matt thinks hitting the apex is going to a club in Vegas, but I think you're just angry because you're not driving and he is, let's be honest.
Maybe, but I guess we should all be happy he's Matt enough to capture all the fun on camera.
That's good, Matt enough, I like that. Yeah, so remember to check out daily videos July 9th through 16th, and if you want to throw in a joke about Matt's sideburns, go ahead and do that too. Is that what his sideburns look like?
Sideburns.
Okay.
Matt Burns.
I wasn't sure.
Chops.
Last week we spoke about the top 5 cars of 2010, and now we're actually at the bottom 5 of the top.
Of 2010, the first half, which we explained in 3 prior takes. I don't know which one he's going to use. Maybe this one. So now let's get to the bottom 5 cars of the first half of 2010.
Okay. Now this one's a bit weird. Number 5, the Ford Raptor SVT.
This makes no sense because the Ford was on our top 5, and the Raptor is a Ford.
Yes.
And it's awesome in every way.
Well, here's where we have to be very careful because we both love the Raptor, right?
Love the Raptor.
I think it's a phenomenal truck.
Awesome.
It is actually one of the coolest things out there today.
Excellent. Like the GMC Volcano used to be.
It's
Cyclone.
It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Right.
But there's one problem.
Matt Farah has one, right?
Yeah.
So it's now on the bottom list, one of the 5th worst car in America.
Yeah.
Like when you say, "Oh my God, have you heard?" to your best friend, "Have you heard that band? They're so awesome." And your friend says, "Oh yeah, they were until you heard them, and now they're the worst."
Number
So,
4.
Number 4.
We're moving on to the Acura RDX, the SUV/failure.
We disagree because I think that the Acura RDX is too limiting. In fact, I think all Acuras are equally in position number 4 as worst cars in America right now.
Well, the RDX in particular because it's a crossover SUV that's similar in design to the X6, but actually isn't that functional. Doesn't have a lot of room in the back seat. Couldn't fit in one myself.
Look, I think that's not right because the RDX has the face of the new Acura, the new front, design is shared by all current Acuras.
Okay.
And the front end of all current Acuras would have to be the biggest disaster in automotive design.
But the RDX in particular
They all the
worse
same.
than...
Look, you remember when you were in high school, I mean you, JF, not you, the audience. You, JF, were in high school, and there was that guy every week would hit you, give you a noogie, he would hit you. Remember what his friend next to him would look on his face when that guy was hitting you? That's what the front of every Acura looks like, and it's horrible. Let's move on to number 3.
Audi TTS. I feel like the TTS is what the TT should have always been. I don't agree with... Listen to me. The TT is a great car, but it needed a little bit more horsepower, a little bit more... it just wasn't on the edge as the original TT was. And the TTS was only incremental. So it was almost as if they dumbed down the second generation TT because they knew that there'd be a TTS and a TTRS.
Look, I think putting the TTS in this list is in fact giving the TTS too much credit. It doesn't deserve to be here because it's not bad enough. It was never, in fact, it's not enough of anything. I used to own a TT, and I can tell you nobody buys a TT because of the performance. They don't expect performance, they expect styling. That's where the car fails. The TTS, the current TT, looks like what the TT design was before the original came out. They're like, this thing needs to look better. And they came out with a 2000 TT. So you can leave it on the list, but it's just like ho-hum, gag, whatever.
Moving on to number 2. Lamborghini LP670 SV.
That's your number 2 choice?
Yes, because number 1 is one you're going to love.
All right, I'm surprised you put the Lamborghini on this list because it
doesn't belong because as a vehicle, it's high performance, super exotic, but not really anything that's
Wait, it does or does not belong in number 2 spot?
does belong.
It does.
Yes.
You don't like Lamborghinis. It's not fast.
I'm not saying I don't
it's
like
fast.
Lamborghinis. I don't. It's fast,
It's
but
good looking.
It serves no purpose other than just again, it's a package to sell for more.
You mean like a boxer spider you mentioned last week on the top 5 list?
It's a package that doesn't deserve where it belongs.
Well, if that's how you feel about the SV, you might as well put all Lamborghinis in here, which I'm not suggesting. I'm okay
I
with
love the
SV.
Balboni. I love the Superleggera, but the SV is, it's not. It's what's expected.
I think
it's
the
cool.
Balboni,
It's fast, but
the Balboni should be in this spot, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
You're out with a woman. All right, JF, you are out with a woman,
Okay.
and she asks you what you drive.
Yeah.
You just say SV.
Right.
Okay, but if you say Balboni, she's going to think that you're looking to be not at dinner with her. So let's move on to number one spot.
Peugeot,
Which one?
the brand.
I agree because it was my idea. Peugeot. I'll explain why. Why do manufacturers race? Build brand based on victory, and hopefully also the entire investment in the racing team is for R&D towards technology that will trickle down to road cars someday.
Yep.
And this is where Audi succeeds.
Audi dominates.
Audi dominates.
CDI.
9 out of 10 years, Audi, right? Audi powers.
Audi power. Yeah.
Audi powers won
there
them
was
all.
There was a Bentley powered out.
Audi powered Bentley.
Yeah.
And that's the point of racing, is to show that you can win because of your technology and
Yep.
reliability. And this is where Peugeot failed, because the 908 at Le Mans this year was faster than the Audi R15.
And all they had to do was keep their shit together, and they failed.
And all 3 Peugeots broke down. So
Yeah.
when people remember Le Mans, they're not going to remember the Audi victory as much as Peugeot's failure. And this is sad because Peugeot would have to win 10 years worth of races
To make up for
the breakdown this year.
And their technology, you said this before, it's almost as if their racing in Le Mans is actually hurting the brand.
It is hurting the brand. It's number 1 worst car of the year would be the Peugeot 908.
Peugeot in general.
Peugeot 908. Yeah.
All right, that's it.
That's
That's
it.
it for this week. What's
Next week, Lemons. We are going to Lemons.
We are.
Yeah, we're going to Lemons. You and I, Josh Vitsa, and Roger Garbo.
Okay.
And we have a secret 5th driver who's coming as well.
Who?
Not Balboni.
Oh, cool.
He's still alive.
Albone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not him. He's not driving with us. Next week on the Road Testament.